And for how long one should be, practicing this mastering of sexual energy? How long does it take?
Again, the question is a bit unclear here because you are asking me for how long, like years, or for how long, like minutes of lovemaking?
Training to be able to get into this prolonged state of lovemaking.
There's a huge difference between men and women because women tend to be more slowly catching fire and they would like to stay more into this, while for men, the rising of this sexual desire and excitement is more sharp and more explosive, like a sort of a brush fire, and it tends to flare a lot and then to disappear quickly. So especially for men, they have to train that this fire which is coming, it should be dosed, like when you learn to dance, a very passionate dance, and you are holding your horses, like in Paso Doble or in tango or something, that you control the movements and you know that the dance has to last for a while and you cannot afford to spend all your dance in 2 minutes. It has to last. And therefore for men, especially, this means a certain rephrasing or reframing of their sexuality in which they have to go slowly and not to rush quickly to have a climax, an explosion of the sexual energy. In my experience, I have seen men who took a year and a half to learn this dance, to learn this technology of dance. I have seen men who in 3 months, they were reasonably good at it already. Therefore, it depends very much on the skillfulness of the man. It's like when you bring 3 men to a dance club and you say how long before they will learn to dance. Some are dancing okay in 1 week. Some are not that, and they don't have enough feeling of their body, enough understanding of the body. So it takes somewhere between a few months, a couple of months, and a couple of years, depending on the skillfulness of the man.
And do you think that can be taught, or the person can learn it from the YouTube videos or from the book, or it's better to have someone who will help with this transformation?
I have learned to cook a lot of dishes from YouTube. So that means everything can be learned from internet or from a book or something, but you need to have still a little bit of practical application. We do not believe that yoga can fully be learned from a robot or from some electronic platform which just gives you information when you press a button. We think that there needs to be a human being, a man or a woman, who spends some time with you and answers your questions and manages to sort out some of the wrong decisions that you may take and deals with it. And in this way, this person becomes a sort of a guru, a sort of an instructor or teacher. To learn Tantra without a teacher is very difficult because when a man starts holding back his ejaculation, when a woman wants to deal with her menstrual cycle or other things, they have a lot of fears, they have lots of confusion. There are a lot of matters and not all of them are answered in books and on sites of information. And then you need a living person who has done that and who is telling you, look, I had the same phenomenon as you, I did this, there is no danger, go forward, try like this, and the problem will be solved. This is priceless. It's priceless when you have a living person to share their own information. This is, we call it in yoga and tantra, we call it a transmission, an initiation, that somebody is transmitting to you organically, like almost like a virus. It's a bad moment to speak about viruses right now, but almost like a virus, it transmits to you a spiritual influence, and afterwards you feel like, I got it. And I know that if I have any doubt coming up, I can always go and contact my teacher and they will clarify things for me. This gives the practitioner a lot of self-confidence, and especially for men in the beginning. This type of new sexuality is very different from the animalistic male sexuality, from the animal component. And because of this, men have to reframe a lot. Men have to change the way they approach this thing with lovemaking. And that's why they need somebody to hold their hand, either a female teacher or a woman who directly initiates them and shows them how it's done, or simply a teacher who speaks to them and clarifies.